Right, well, thank you for turning up. I'm glad you're COVID free. That's positive anyway. Let's get started. Feet hip width apart. Make sure they're grounded. Soften your knees. Lengthen up as tall as you can. Think of that piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades in their pockets. Nice pelvic tilt to find neutral. Engage your core. We'll start off with your head. Take it to the side. Lower it down. Chin down towards your chest. And up the other side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Lower. To the side. Head to the front. Chin down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Shoulders up to your ears. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Lift. Release. Bring them forwards. And back. Forwards. And back. Forwards. And back. Forwards. And back. Side bends. Reach. Back up. Other side. And up. 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 Take your arms up, melt the shoulders, hips facing forwards, twist to the side. To the middle, other side. To the middle, 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 arms down. Lift up your right knee. Take it out to the side. Back in and lower. Change lift, side, in and lower. Change lift, side, in and lower. Change lift, side, in and lower. Hands on your thighs now, knees soft, shoulders forward. Start rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. I want you to feel each vertebrae moving on your way down. Go down as far as you're comfortable and hold it. Now slowly come back up. Take your arms out in front. And now we're stretching up high as you can onto your toes. Come back down, arms on your thighs, and roll. Hold it there. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down, arms on your thighs, and roll. Hold it. Slowly up. Arms out. Stretch up. Come back down. Arms by your sides. Right, we're going to do some prones. I don't really want to do the prones that I've got down here. So I'm just looking at my other sheet to see what that one is. That will do. I haven't got the energy to do it. Right. Engage your core. And let's slowly go down into the prone. Touch the floor, pull forwards. Hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we are threading the needle, but we are not doing it on our sides afterwards, okay? So right hand, thread it through your left side. And back. Keeping your hips still. Left, thread it through. And back. Right, through. And back. Left, through. And back. Right, through. And back. Left, through. And back. Soften the knees. And slowly, without wriggling from side to side, coming back up. Good. That didn't take long, did it? Oh, 3, 4. Okay, engage your core. Down we go. Touch and crawl. Hands underneath shoulders. Okay, we're going to slide the right leg out to the side. And in. Left slide. And in. Right slide. And in. Left slide. And in. Right slide. And in. Left slide. And in. Soften the knees and slowly we are coming back up. Good. You will want to after this one, trust me, you will. Right, last one this is. Sunny's still got hers on. Don't worry. I've got something that she'll want to take it off after. Ready? Down we go. Touch. Crawl. It is a challenge, yes. Hands underneath shoulders. Well, let's see. Right, I want you just to drop your knees down and grab your band. And place it above the elbows. I couldn't go down looking like this. You feel a bit of a plonker, don't you? So at least it's best when we're on the floor. Once you've got your band on, place your hands back down on the mat. Now, obviously, we're doing a press up or two, but you must tuck in. If you're not doing full, tuck in, okay? So you're like a plank of wood. The band stops your elbows from going out to the side, and we're going to make the triangle with the hands and the nose above, okay? Preferably nose to floor. It's entirely up to you. Make sure your core is engaged. Are you ready? Lower. And lift. Directly up in front. It's so much nicer with the band on. Lower. You don't have to check your elbows. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Okay, just take the band off. Don't move your positioning. Just take the band off, because you can't do the next bit with your band on. Okay, now go back into your prone. Right, from here, we're slowly sinking to the floor. Right, you know what's happening next. This is for Sally, okay? Engage every muscle in your body. Do not let your top part of your body go before the bottom. We're going back into the prone. Are you ready? Lift. Well done. Knees down, arms out, stretch. I think I failed. No, it's going to be hard until she does. Right, you can sit. Yes. Okay. I bet they're very grateful to yourself. Feet, knees, hips, excuse me, in line. Arms out in front. Okay, so in the down position, we are just going to take the arms out, back in, and then come back up. Okay, so melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core. We're going back, tilt, lower, arms out, and in, and up. Nice and tall. Easy one. Back, tilt, lower, out, in, up. Nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower, out, in, up. Back, tilt, lower, out, in, up. Nice and tall. One more. Back, tilt, lower, out, in, up. Relax. Coming back to those in a minute. Now the dreaded mat width part. Got to suck myself up for this. One hand, the other hand. Okay. Now I've come up with a new scenario on this one. We're going to be trying to push the door shut. Okay. So think about that when you do this. Piece of string lifting you up to the ceiling, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core. And this is in your own time. Just go forward, push. So each time you should be able to push a little further forward. And then you come back up. And think of that piece of string each time you come back up. I know some of you will be able to go a little bit further than me. Some of you will go loads further. Don't let your arms go down. They should be parallel to the floor. Otherwise, we'd use the ball. Okay, next time you come back up, relax your arms down. And then you can bend your knees. Right, arms. We'll just do a single, I think, both arms up and down once. We normally do twice, but only once today. So back into position, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core. Back, tilt, lower. Both arms lift. And lower, come back up. Nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower. Both lift. And lower, come back up. Back, tilt, lower. Both lift. And lower, come back up. Nice and tall. Back, tilt, lower, lift, and lower, back up. Got two more. Back, tilt, lower, both lift and lower, come back up, nice and tall, back, tilt, lower, both lift and lower, back up and relax. Right, before we go on our side, we're going to do another one of these. We're doing the windmill, arms out to the sides. So please, yeah, can you just make sure that you're not going to smack your neighbour as you turn? Well done. It's a good one to do when there's not so many people in the class, and certain people especially, that I won't mention. Right, lift up to the ceiling again, melt the shoulders, chin off chest, engage your core, and then off you go. So if you all go to the right, you should be okay. Each time you come back to the middle, change. So the arms shouldn't actually move. It's your torso that moves. No, just turn. So don't move your arms, move your torso. Okay, when you've done the same amount each side, get your arms down, legs in. Right, we'll do some nice ones now. A little bit of concentration involved. Right, on your side, facing this way. And I want you to lengthen out as long as you can. Top hip needs to be on top of bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. It doesn't matter, you can go in that direction if you want to. You don't have to all be the same. Right, both legs off the floor. Now, top toes facing the ceiling. Okay, lift. And lower. 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 Release the toes, top onto bottom, relax down. Right, we'll do the other side. So lengthen out again. Top hip on top of bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Excuse me. Take both legs off the floor. Top toes now facing the ceiling or as high up as you can manage. Lift. And lower. 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 Release the toes, top onto bottom, relax down. Right, we're going to do one in between times. So go onto your back with your knees bent, arms by your sides. Melt the shoulders. We'll start off with your feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Push your back into the mat, arch up, find neutral and engage your core. We're taking your right leg up into the tabletop. Left leg, lift. Now you're taking your right leg up to the ceiling. Straight as you can with that leg, and then you're taking your toes out to the side, not the leg, just the toes. Now take that leg down in front. Should be first position in ballet. Back up to the ceiling, and I know some of you will have done ballet. And again, lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Release the toes back into the tabletop. Lower it to the floor. Lower the other one down. Good. Right, we'll do the same with the left leg. Don't forget, to get warm, open the windows. Left leg up into the tabletop. Right leg lift. Take your left leg this time up straight as you can. Toes out to the side. Lower that leg down towards the floor. Keep the control. Back up to the ceiling. And again, lower it down. Back up to the ceiling. Lower it down. Back up to the ceiling. Lower it down. Back up to the ceiling. Release the toes back into the tabletop. Lower it to the floor. Lower the other one down. Bring your knees into your chest. Okay, we're going back onto your side again, facing this way, and lengthen out. Top hip on top of bottom hip, neutral spine, engage your core. Taking both legs off the floor again. Now this time take your top leg a little bit higher and then take the toes down towards the floor. Very uncomfortable. And now we're going to lift. And lower. You shouldn't be able to go too high. Lift. And lower. 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 Lift. and lower, lift, and lower. Release the toes, top onto bottom, relax down. Now you can change to the other side. So you should feel that in your abductors and your IT band. Go down the side. Okay, so we're lengthening out again. Top hip on top of bottom hip. Neutral spine. Engage your core. Take both legs off the floor. Take the top leg again a little bit higher, and then the toes go down towards the floor. And lift. Lower. Lift. And 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 lower. Release the toes, top onto bottom, relax down. Now you can sit. We'll do the others again in a minute. Right, you can choose which leg you want to start on. I'll be that nice to you. So one leg out straight, one leg bent. Lightly place your hands below your knee. Now you've got to make sure that all the time you're sitting up nice and tall, because there's no point in lifting a leg and leaning back because it doesn't do anything. Okay, so you've really got to think tall. Melt the shoulders, then engage your core. So all we're going to do to start with is just lift that straight leg up. Okay, ready? Lift. And lower. Really think about not leaning back. Lift. And lower. 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 Change over. Okay, same position. Melt the shoulders, chin off chest. Engage your core. Ready? Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. That's nice pain, Jane. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Change again. Okay, so straight leg, toes, first position, out to the side, whichever you prefer. Ready? Lift. And lower. 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 One more. Lift. And lower. Why is what? Well, because you've quadricep muscles, quads mean 4. So you've got 4 quads. So generally, and especially in Pilates, we tend to use the 2 main ones. So you've got the one, the bicep femoris, which comes down onto the outside. And then we're going to do the inner one as well. So we're trying to keep away from the main ones and work the sides. Because obviously we don't, you know, in not just us, but in some Pilates classes, they don't bother doing any of the other muscles. They just do the straight on ones. But it's quite nice, I think, to do them. And sorry, I don't like this exercise, okay? I don't, but it's good for your muscles. And I'm thinking about your muscles, not you, okay? So leg, toes out to the side, sit up nice and tall, melt the shoulders, engage your core. Ready? Lift. And lower. Try not to lean back. Lift. And lower. 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 Relax. So that got into your medial side, yeah? So perfect. It was working. So what more do we need? Right. So this normally is the one that causes more issues. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. So the toes are now going inwards as much as possible. So we're going for the lateral side. So again, sit up nice and tall. Melt the shoulders. That was very good, Jane. Engage your core. Ready? Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Well done. Release that. And let's go to the other one. This one might not work on me at the moment. We'll see. So toes inwards. Core engage. Sit up nice and tall. Ready. Lift. And lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Try not to lean back. Lift. Lower. We're doing one more. Lift. Lower. Relax. Good. I will just have a quick drink. And then we're going on to our backs again. So now we are going to do the inner ones in the tabletop. So on your backs, knees bent, arms by your sides. Feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Push your back into the mat, arch up, find neutral and engage your core. We're taking your right leg up into the tabletop, left leg lift. Right leg up to the ceiling. Get that leg as straight as you can, toes inwards, leg down towards the floor. Back up to the ceiling. Keep the control on the way back up. And again, lower it down. Back up. Lower it down. Back up. Lower it down. Back up. Release the toes back into the tabletop. Lower it to the floor. Lower the other one down. Good. We'll do the same with the left leg. Left leg up into the tabletop. Right leg lift. Left leg up to the ceiling. Again, straight as you can first. Toes inwards. Leg down towards the floor. Back up to the ceiling. Control it on the way back up. Lower it down. Back up. And again, lower it down. And back up. One more, lower it down. And back up. Release the toes back into the tabletop. Lower it to the floor. Lower the other one down. Bring your knees in to your chest. Well done. Good. Right, let's plank. Let's plank. We haven't been on our fronts for a while. I love the way everyone takes so long to get into plank position. Right, I'm not telling you what we're doing. We're just going to do 1 60-second to start. Okay, elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Up onto your knees, tilt your pelvis. Of course, you'll be engaged. If you're lifting, please lift. Lengthen your body, melt your shoulders. Nice deep breathing. Remember body awareness. Those of you who haven't been very well and have got back pain. Ten seconds to go. Knees down and relax. Please have a stretch. Whatever stretching you would like to do. And stretch back if you want to. So what we're going to do now, for a change, we're going to do 30-second planks, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds down, up, 20 seconds down. So you've got to get yourselves in position, you're tilting and everything to get it right, because I'm not going to go through it each time, okay? And we'll see how long we manage. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'll tell you when we've had enough. Elbows underneath shoulders. Think about your core. Up onto your knees. Tilt your pelvis. Of course, you'll be engaged. If you're lifting, lift. Lengthen. Melt the shoulders. Nice deep breathing. Okay, down. Right, we've got 20 seconds and we're going straight back up. Okay, get yourselves ready. Lift. Down. Rest. Okay, get ready. Lift. Down. Have a rest when you need to, you know. We could do it until no one can do any more, but we won't, just in case. There's 2 people in here that definitely wouldn't give up. And I'm not prepared to do that tonight. Right, ready? Lift. Lower. We've only got 1 more after this, okay. Get ready. Lift. And relax. Well done. You can now have a stretch. Need a stretch now. Right, onto your fronts. We'll do 1 more on your front. So you want your arms by your sides. Rest your head on the mat. Floppy feet, so you're not using your glutes. Now engage your core, lift it away from the mat. So we're lifting head and shoulders, and if you want to, you can lift your arms as well, but continue looking down to the floor so you don't hyperextend your neck. Okay, on the out breath, ready, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Relax. Right. I don't mean total relax, just relax the exercise. We haven't done any roll downs yet. So be seated. You can use, I forgot your bar. Oh yeah, I forgot. I remembered just then, I didn't put it in the car. What I might do is when I go play croquet tomorrow, I'll drop it off at Sibs's and then you can get it, okay? No problem. It gets rid of another one. I've got about 6 more, so in the garage. Yeah, I'm too old to carry them all into class like I used to do in the old days. Right, chin off chest, melt the shoulders, arms, whatever position you like to do. Engage your core, and off we go. Just remember slow control. You can stretch forward each time if you want to. Okay, next time you lie down, you can stay there. And you can bend your knees. I'm just going to do the bridge before we stretch. So feet together, toes out, heels in line with the toes. Push your back into the mat. Arch up, find neutral and engage your core. Imprint, activate the glutes and vertebrae by vertebrae. We're coming up. Highest point, hold it at the top. And now slowly down. Once you get back to the mat, relax everything off. Imprint, activate, and roll up. Hold it. Slowly down. And relax. Imprint, activate, and again, roll. Hold it. Slowly down. Okay, we've got one more to go. Relax at the bottom. Imprint, activate, and roll up. Hold it there. Slowly down. And relax. Bring your knees into your chest. Well done. Hopefully you've got your bands ready for stretching. You want to put one foot down to the floor if you're using it. Band over. Lengthen the leg up to the ceiling. Keep it as straight as you can. Bring it in towards you. If you would like a stronger stretch, just drop your toes down. Okay, release that now and place that foot onto the other knee. Take it nice and wide. Either lift the one that's on the floor or push down with the palm of the hand on the inside of the knee. Okay, release that down. Pick up behind the other knee. Straighten that one up. Bring it in towards you. Again, drop your toes down for a stronger stretch. Okay, release, foot onto your other knee. Make it nice and wide. Lift the one that's on the floor, push down with the palm of the hand on the inside of the knee, whichever gives you the better stretch. Okay, release that down. Legs out straight, arms above your head. Get as much distance as you can between your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms in, either by your sides or on your abdominals. Relax your shoulders. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in, you're pushing out to your abdominals to get as much air from as low down in your diaphragm as you can. As you breathe out, pull in your abdominals to expel as much air on each breath. When you finish the breath you're on, slowly come up to seated position. Legs out straight, toes in. If you would like to touch your toes, please do. Okay, release that. Now we'll bend your knees, hands behind you, come forwards, straighten the legs, and then slowly climb up